You think you are afraid. You are not. I'll repeat again. You think you are afraid, but you are not. And what do I mean by this? What do you mean that I think I am afraid, but I am not? What do you mean? So, one thing that you have to understand, guys, you as a person, you physically, personally, like you as in I, you are not afraid. You know what I'm saying? You think you are afraid, but you are not. So, one thing that you have to understand, like I usually tell you guys, is afraid is an experience. You know what I'm saying? Because the opposite of it is I'm not afraid. You know what I'm saying? When you are afraid, to the opposite of it, meaning you are not afraid. So if you say I am afraid, to the opposite of it, meaning you are not afraid, then are you sure you are afraid, or afraid is just an experience? Because to be honest, you have experienced not being afraid, and now you say you are afraid. Then which one of those two is you, ladies and gentlemen? Since you have experienced both, you have experienced being afraid and not afraid. So you're trying to tell me, you as a person, like you, the sense of self, the I is afraid, or is just rejection, or fear, or anxiety, or afraid is being experienced at this moment, or not being afraid is being experienced at this moment. Because a lot of people, it becomes a problem when you're starting to identify with it, when you start to resist. Because a lot of people think being angry is bad. A lot of people think, like being quote unquote a bad person, or being the devil is bad. But most people don't understand, like you yourself, the sense of yourself, the I, like you are beyond any object. You are beyond any words. Nobody can put you into words, because the sense of self is beyond everything in this earth. Is beyond, like you can't describe with your words. Nobody can ever describe you within words. They can describe that me though. And shout out to Anton Domelo, because he says there's a difference between me and I. Because the me is the one that experience all these things. He experienced the depressions, the anger, the afraid, the fear, the anxiety, all those things. But the I is beyond words. It's like it's something unique, that if you experience death today or tonight, like people, they can't see you anymore. People, they can experience you anymore, because you are unique. Why do you think there's a billion of people in this earth, but when someone else die, you miss that person? Why? Because that person was unique. To all these billions and billions of people, that person brings something different, and that different make them unique. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Like you are beyond money, you are beyond your looks, you are beyond your looks maxing, gym maxings, all these clothing pieces of clothes. You are beyond all these things, because you bring something unique. You yourself is unique, because there's nobody else like you. Like this, listen, we are human beings, but we experience the word differently. We interpret things differently. We believe in things differently. We bring different story. We bring different background. We bring a different perception. We come with the different things, and that difference that we bring to the table, or we bring to life, that differences is unique, is beyond describe, is beyond, like, you can't put it into things, you can't put it into words. You know what I'm saying? So you are not afraid, my brother. You are not. You think you are afraid, but you are not. And the reason why you think this way is because, like I said, you identify. You said, I am afraid. You know what I'm saying? When you say I am, now you identify with afraid. When you say I am sick, now you identify with sickness. When you say I am mad, now you identify with mad. When you say I am single, now you identify with single. Listen, single is being experienced. I am not single. What you mean by I am single? What you mean by that? I'm not single. I got myself. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, there's a difference between me and the I. So if the I got the me, then what you mean I'm single? What you mean by that? I am not single because I am with me, per se. So that's why you can't identify with anything. I mean, we can use those words or those verbs, because if we can't use those verbs, then we're going to sound stupid or dumb or some shit. But be careful with your words. Your words are the poison that you put in your brain. And I think Mojo, shout out to Mojo, bro. Shout out to Mojo. It's a spiritual, I think spiritual culture teacher or something. Yeah. So you have to be aware, ladies and gentlemen, with your words. Because your words are the ones that are poisoning your mind. Because, you see, you know, we all experience anger. We all experience frustrations. We all experience all these things that comes to life. All things in existence. We experience all of them. All of them we experience. And we all know people's perceptions changes. People's interpretations changes. So there's like, we cannot rely on anything. Because everything in life comes and goes. We can, see, the moment you rely on something, you depend on something. For me, I believe you become slave to that things. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters. You become slave to that things because you don't want to lose that thing. You want that thing. You don't want to let it go. The fact that you don't want to let it go, you ruin the natural flow of life, coming and going. Now you become controlled by those things, because since you don't want to lose it, you're willing to do anything to keep it. When a person or thing realize you're willing to do anything to keep it, my brothers and sisters, they know they can do anything to you. Listen, you have experienced a woman who she knows she got you. Like, you can't go anywhere, no matter what she do, because you need her. She knows this nigga ain't go nowhere. There's nothing I can do to make this nigga go away. Guess what? She started doing more and more and more things. The more she do, more things that you don't like, the more you suffer, because you don't understand that the feeling, the self-hate you're experiencing, you are the one causing it. You are creating your suffering, not the woman. The woman, she saw the opportunity and she took it. You understand? The same way you can see the opportunity and took it. You know what I'm saying? So you becomes the problem when you don't let the natural of things happen. Things comes and goes. Listen, I have experienced the neediness. And when I say neediness is when you need something. When you trying to stop the natural flow of life, where things supposed to come and go. Because anything that comes and goes is not who you are, my brothers and sisters. It's an experience. You know, there's this woman who, per se, she says she want the brother, you know, she want to take me home and shit, right? But the thing is this, right? When it comes for her to go home with me, and I tell her, listen, I'm about to leave, I'm about to get out of here, so grab your shit so we can move, so we can go. So she tells me that, oh no, I don't want to go right now, but you can wait for me. What else do you want me to do so I can keep you here? Do you want me to, what do you want? Do you want me to buy a drink? So because I was neediness, because I was like, I need this, guess what I did? I followed her leadership. Even though she buy me a drink, because I don't buy 1 meal drinks, but I should have done better. Uh, Even though she buy me a drink, the point is this: I follow her leadership, and I follow leadership because I allow the woman to lead me because I was needy. You understand? I allow her to lead me because I was needy. But if I felt the neediness within me, all I could have said, there is a neediness being experienced right now. So since there's a neediness being experienced right now, all I have to do is not to resist it or identify with myself. The fact that I resist it and identify with myself, I ruin the natural flow of life. Since I ruined the natural flow of life, for some reason, I'm telling you, my brother, for some reason, I become weak. I become like simping and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? The reason why I'm telling you this, so you guys can be able to learn from my experience. So you guys can be able to understand from my understanding. So you don't make the same mistakes that I did. It's not like a mistake, but you don't make the same actions that the ones I take. But so you don't resist, because whatever you resist persists. So guys, this is very important for all of you to understand. Because I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you this. All of you, either you know this or you have experienced this before. And if you haven't experienced this before, I guarantee you're going to experience this before. Listen, if you don't want a woman to, not only a woman to do things, if you don't want to become an Uber driver. And what I mean an Uber driver, someone who a woman used, and like someone who you allow yourself to get used. You allow yourself to spend a lot of money and you don't want to say no because you don't want to lose the woman. You allow yourself to drive a woman around whatever she wants, and you pay for everything. All you do is driving her whatever. Oh, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there. Then you become an Uber driver. I've experienced being an Uber driver. I got friends, brothers, experienced being an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? Uber driver meaning, listen, when I say Uber driver, like I said, someone who allow a woman to use him, for his ride, his money. You see what I'm saying? Your car, she tells you where to go. Your money, she tells you where to spend it, how much to spend it, and it's your money and it's your car. Just imagine how that feels. If you're a person with a different mindset, I guarantee you'll be angry. I'm telling you guys, you will be angry at a woman, but the only person you should be angry to is yourself. Because you was there. You was the one making the decisions. She was suggesting things. Oh, I would love to go get this. Because you afraid to say no because you want to lose a woman. Yes. I want to go here. Yes. Because in your mind, you have a hope. If I get her all these things, then I might smash. Then I might clap them chicks. Then she might see me as that boy, as that person who she can love and cherish. You know what I'm saying? All these things you are creating into your mind. But a man does not hope. A man knows. Go tell that woman exactly what you want and move on. And first of all, this woman that I experienced neediness. Matter of fact, she wanted to kiss me in the club. I was not attracted to her like that. So I think she sensed my resistance. Because I was resisting, like subconsciously. I'm telling you. I was resisting subconsciously. Like, it's the type of woman who, for me, I wouldn't kiss in public. I would kiss you in private, though. but I won't kiss you in public because I'm not attracted to you like that. It's like it's someone who like I can allow you to give me some head and some shit, but nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know, these other chicks I like more in this chick. I mean, I actually like. For you, I don't like. See, when you don't like something, you resist it. I'm telling you. And I've been telling you guys, when you don't like something, you're gonna always resist it. That's why you don't need to hate anything. You don't need to hate rejection. You don't need to not like anything. You just gotta take it to leave it mentality. Take it to leave it. You know. And I know I don't like her. That's why I was resisting her. And the story too I had to it too. You know what I'm saying, man? My goodness. Man, oh man. Now from like when I look it from this point of view, I'm like, man, nah. You see, when you don't like something, you take it personal. You know what I'm saying? You take it very, 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 very personal. You identify with it. You identify with it, and that's the worst part of it. You know, that's the worst part of it. So yeah, guys, thank you for those people gonna be able to watch this video until the end. And as you can see, I have actually give you a lot of things, you know, things that other people are willingly to pay to get the knowledge, to pay so they can be able to they can be able to direct themselves to the awareness, you know, to arrive into the right destination. So guys, whatever I'm telling you guys is very important, very, very important. And like I always tell you guys, remember, your mindset is your superpower. Your mind is your superpower. And do not identify with anything, do not resist anything. And remember, anything that comes and goes is not who you are, it's just an experience. Anything that comes and goes is not who you are, it's just an experience. And remember what the bad boy of the dating game, my mentor, always say: the truth is inside you, guys. Peace. I'm out. I'm gone.